Hey friends, I'm Mel. Welcome to my kitchen today. As you can see by popular demand, my mama is here with us in the kitchen, also known as YouTube's Granny. She's here today, friends.
And it's so good to be here today with y'all.
I get requests all the time to have Granny back on the channel. A little while back, I shared a pasta salad, just a picture of it on a dish where I had some leftovers from Sunday dinner. So today, Granny's going to share the pasta salad, going to make us some chicken and dumplings.
Right.
And what else you got for us today, Granny?
An Italian love cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
We will love it, I'm sure. All right, let me grab my apron and we can get to cooking.
Okay, we're going to start off with our Italian love cake. And I'm going to make the first layer here, which consists of a cup of sugar, granulated sugar, and I have 32 ounces of ricotta cheese. Okay, so I'm going to add to this sugar and ricotta cheese, I'm going to add just probably teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to mix 4 eggs with this. We'll beat them up before we put it in here.
With the cost of eggs, we don't want to get a bad one in there to
No,
mess it
ma'am.
up, do we?
Eggs is ridiculous.
Yeah. This would be a very special cake for the family this weekend, won't it?
Right.
About 7 eggs in all. Wow.
So I'm going to beat these eggs up a little bit before I add it to my cheese mixture. Okay, so we're adding our eggs in. And then we're just going to whisk this up. And hopefully I won't spill it everywhere.
I don't know why we're so against pulling out a hand mixer,
I know.
but I just like to do things by hand, don't you?
Yeah. As I do this, Melanie's coming over and she's going to do our bottom layer, which is just the regular chocolate cake mix. And you just mix it up just like you would the directions on the box.
Granny's got us a dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate today. Mouse did better for you.
But I did. Got a little bit out there. It is supposed to be better for you. We're really worried about that with all these eggs and stuff, ain't we?
Yeah.
Okay, cup of water. Maddie really likes dark chocolate too, though, don't she?
Now she does.
That's her favorite.
But I'd rather have dark chocolate than any chocolate when I eat it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Little funny thing about this cake mix that Melanie is putting together, we will put that in the pan and then we will put this cheese layer on top of it. And then as it cooks, the cheese layer should go to the bottom of the pan.
Oh, it's going to be like a little sinking cake.
Right.
How cool.
Now, I saw this on the Moss Family Kitchen on the YouTube. And hers turned out really good. And I thought it just looked like something that our Sunday dinner needed.
Yeah. And we love Falon and Titus and all the kids. Like, I feel like they're my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I have ownership of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And she has a video every night. So after Wheel of Fortune goes off, that's our thing, is to watch, well, Wheel of Fortune, then we got to watch Jeopardy. Then we watch Falon.
Look, there's must-see TV.
Yeah,
Remember that?
let's see. Okay, so we're ready to start layering up our cake.
I sprayed that 9x13 a baking pan.
Yeah.
I spade it. Okay, I'm not a very good talker today. I did not spade the pan. I sprayed the pan with Baker's Joy, which is like a nonstick spray. It's got the flour and stuff in it, but I don't think it's going to stick anyway.
I don't think it will. So we're going to start layering here with our chocolate cake mix. Here we go, adding on our ricotta cheese layer.
Oh, that looks so fluffy.
It does, doesn't it? It's ready to go in the oven at 350 for 1 hour.
Okay. Put her in there, Granny. Oh, that looks good.
I'm anxious to try that.
Me too. You said 1 hour.
1 hour.
Let me set us a timer here so we don't forget.
Okay, so I'm doing our last layer of this cake, and it is with the box of chocolate pudding, instant pudding, and I'm going to be adding 3 cups of milk to this 1 box of pudding.
So you use 3 cups of milk and 1 5.85 ounce box of chocolate pudding, which is like the big family size box. Man, you could mix this up and do like a strawberry cake with vanilla pudding. You could do the cookies and cream pudding. You can do a bunch of different lemon. Oh my gosh.
We could have a different one every Sunday.
Oh yeah. I love to make pudding and eat it, don't you?
Well, that's good stuff.
I know. Like, why do we not just make pudding all the time?
I don't know. That's what your daddy said one day. Instead of buying him the little cups, he said I could make him just a box of pudding.
And I take it in spurts. I do that sometimes. I'll get the no sugar kind, and whoops.
Sorry about that.
You're in my kitchen. That's how we roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's how we roll.
Okay, so now we're going to fold in this Cool Whip with our chocolate pudding. And this needs to be chilled. And then when the cake comes out of the oven, we will let the back cake cool. And then we will put this mixture on the top for our icing.
And then you have to let the whole thing set. So it's definitely better to make this the day before.
Oh, yeah.
And we're making this on a Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going to eat it tomorrow
Yeah. So
at dinner.
So when you bring this over tomorrow, we don't want to see no bite marks out of it.
Sometimes my food does show up with a piece missing. I have to get the show plate, as we call it around here.
Yeah.
The picture plate.
Yeah. I think we're going to like it.
I'm pretty sure we will.
Now, every casserole I ever make always has a little bitty piece of the corner out of it because I think I need to taste everything I make.
I do too.
All right, so this is ready to go in the refrigerator.
All right, let me get you a lid on here. Now, Granny's going to make that pasta salad that everybody went crazy about. I don't even remember what I made that night. Oh, it was those oven-baked burgers, and I had your pasta salad. Okay, Granny, tell us what's in there.
Okay, first of all, this morning I cooked 2 cups of macaroni. So the most important thing is when you get your pasta cooked is to drain it real good and rinse it with cold water. Make it, that cold water kills the cooking part of it, cools it down. The most important thing really is starting with some dry. You want your macaroni dry. There's nothing any yuckier than having watery salads. So hopefully we won't
rinse
have
it
that today.
and then let it get nice and dry before you ever start mixing.
Put it in a colander and rinse it and let it set till all the water's drained off of it.
That's a great tip. I never really thought about that before.
In this bowl, I have a half of a green bell pepper, half of a medium onion, and I guess you would say, is it stalks of celery?
Yeah, like a stalk.
3 pieces.
Yeah. Not them little,
Not
things
the whole,
you get to snack on.
Yeah, not the whole thing, but
Yeah.
3
Hearts.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add that in there. And really, it's your own preference of what you like, how much. But I do think celery and green peppers is a must. Okay, I've got 3 boiled eggs.
More gold.
So,
More gold.
Yeah, more gold. So I'm going to take this knife, and this is just how I do mine. I just kind of chop mine up in there.
Oh, that's good. No need in wasting a cutting board and cleaning up extra dishes.
That's right. And that's why when I came today, I tried to have everything fixed up so we wouldn't have so many dishes to wash.
I love this woman.
Yeah. I taught you well, didn't I? So we had those dishes.
She did. You know, we were teasing before we started filming. I said, everybody thinks that Granny's like a home cook, and she is a home cook. I mean, she can cook from scratch. She can. But everybody's like, you know, I'll show something quick and easy, and they'd be like, I'd like to see your mama make that. And I'm thinking, honey, who do you think taught me how to make it? Mom, you're quick and easy, aren't you?
Quick and easy. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, she's a shortcut girly.
You'll never see me do anything hard. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle some salt in here, and then we'll taste test it later and see if we need any more. I use sweet relish in mine. Now, this is just like potato salad. Some people like dill relish. Again, you use what you like. To me, you can't ever have enough of sweet relish.
I like it too.
I'm going to add some shredded cheddar cheese. Again, you use what you like.
You got a
What
medium.
you have. We got a medium cheddar.
That's probably about 1 cup.
I've used a little out of it.
Gosh, how much relish was that?
Oh, I forgot to say.
Yeah, Granny tried to make it
Half
out.
of a jar. And this is 10, probably
So probably
about 5 ounces.
yeah, probably about 5 ounces of that
Yeah.
sweet relish.
Let's get this seasoning in here.
Granny's not a measurer, so she's really tried hard to measure this out. And I will have her recipes typed up, and I'll put them on my website. They'll be linked in the description box, just like always.
Okay, here is the complete seasoning. It has garlic, salt, and pepper all in one.
All the good
So
stuff.
let's just toss a little bit of that in there,
Probably a tablespoon.
probably. Then we have some paprika. We'll just,
It didn't want to come out good. There it goes.
okay,
Probably a teaspoon of that, not hardly as much.
okay. Now, while I'm getting the mayonnaise out, I'm going to have Melanie chop up some bacon.
Gosh, Granny, it's hard to be the camera lady and the producer and the director. Oh, teasing.
Yeah, invite me over
Yeah,
again.
And your little sous chef.
Yeah.
And Granny has already cooked up a nice, fistful of bacon, as we call it. Hopefully you can see that here. And crispy, yes. You can hear me crunching it. And I'm going to use this little thing right here. If you've been here before, you've seen this little chopper that Granny has introduced us to. She calls it the lawnmower chopper. Has a pull string. I told her that I don't think I've ever used it for bacon, so we're going to see how it
I
works.
haven't either. Okay, so I'm going to start putting in the mayonnaise. I would say a cup.
All of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
But now that's one thing about this salad, especially as much as we've got,
Mm-hmm.
you got to have lots of mayonnaise.
Okay.
Now today I am using Blue Plate mayonnaise.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell us about that.
Well, I like it. To me, I think it's really close to JFG if it's not JFG.
I think it's pretty good too.
Um,
Now, I read one time something about Blue Plate is Hellman's on one of the bigger brands that we have around here is called something else over on the west side of the country. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, I'm going to go in with the lawnmower chopper. Move that big bowl here, Granny, and let's let him see me chopping here. So, okay. That was about 11 pulls with the chopper. And this right here is about the way that Granny likes her bacon bits to be in her pasta salad. You don't just want them real little mix of little and big. So I say, 11 or 12 pulls is good. It chopped it really good. Okay, there comes my first little bit. That was probably about 3 or 4 slices. You want a little more?
What do you think?
I think so for that big.
Well, we want everybody to have some
Yeah, everybody needs some bacon.
bacon, bacon, bacon.
Here comes the rest of that bacon. Granny, did you use your little chopper like this to do your onions and celery and all
I
that?
did.
This thing's amazing.
Love it.
And if you want one of these, nice view of it. They have them at Walmart. That's where we got ours, about $5. I always link this down there in the shopping tab, and I've got them in my Amazon cart too.
Is this like that one at the one at Walmart? Is it like that?
I reckon it is.
Because I saw Aldi's had those this week.
Wait
too.
a minute. This is Crofton. See that? This one is from Aldi.
Okay.
Yeah, mine did come from Aldi, but I got yours at Walmart.
Yeah. So Aldi had that on sale this week, I think.
Of course, when they see this, by the time I post this, sorry guys, you'll need to order it.
Yeah.
Aldi's will be gone.
Another thing you could do, if you like it, is frozen green peas. Me and Melanie likes it, but there's a lot in the family that don't care for green peas. But that would be something else you could add. You could slice up little tomato tomatoes.
Makes it kind of sweet.
Right.
What else have you put in it? Cucumbers.
Cucumbers, yeah.
Yeah, in the summer, we always have cucumbers in it.
Yeah. So it's just endless what you could do with this.
Whatever you have in season.
Right. And as you notice, the bowl, it just begins to grow. So we will have this for lunch tomorrow, too, if me and Melanie don't eat all of it.
That's right. And it is good after it's set. It just gets better and better. And if you are a ranch dressing person, you would squirt ranch dressing in there, too.
Right. I've done that a lot. And like I said, it does taste better, I think, the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing better than having some of this with some saltine crackers.
Yeah, that's good.
I love it.
You remember my cracker salad?
I do.
It's basically the same thing, but crackers instead of pasta.
Right. It is.
Yeah, and other people are like, that is so crazy and weird. Well, we eat pasta salad with crackers.
Yeah.
I can't wait to eat that this summer with the Granger County tomato.
Yeah. And like you said, if we had some good hamburgers tonight or barbecue.
Pinto beans.
We eat everything pinto beans.
Everything tastes good with pinto beans, don't it?
But anyway, that's it. That's the pasta salad.
Store in the fridge. Enjoy later.
And you can always top it with a little bit more paprika.
Oh yeah, make it pretty there.
Yeah. And I do have a salad topping little seasoning thing that's good to sprinkle on top of it. I didn't bring that with me.
Oh yeah, and it's not McCormick salad toppings because I can't find those anymore. It's kind of like Salad Supreme
Right.
by McCormick. I think McCormick makes Salad Supreme.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's Food Club, Food City, isn't that their brand?
I think so. Okay, so there you go.
Granny said, oh wait, I need to taste it. And she said, oh my gosh, it's good. And I said, well, now I gotta have some. Lord, that's a bite and a half.
It's good.
Oh Lord.
Might could use a little bit more sugar.
We didn't have any sugar in it.
No, we didn't put no sugar in it, but we could use more relish, sweet relish, or you can sprinkle a little sugar in it.
And there's no mustard in here.
Mm-mm.
But you get a little bit of a twang, and it's that sweet relish.
Yeah.
And still
And the
good.
green peppers.
Yeah.
I could really taste that green pepper.
Yeah. I can't wait to eat it more.
Okay.
We just decided to peep in here at the cake. Look at that. Ain't that thing crazy looking? She said that's what Falon's look like. We've got about 20-something more minutes on it.
Looks like a volcano.
It does. Okay, Granny, what's next on our agenda today?
Okay, next we're going to have some chicken and dumplings.
Yummy.
We start with 32 ounces of chicken broth. We're going to pour it in here in our pot.
Now, how big are we making, like what we would have for Sunday dinner for all of us, or less? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when we have chicken and dumplings on Sunday dinner, like we just don't have a pot of chicken and dumplings.
No,
What when you make chicken and dumplings on Sunday, what else do we have with it?
mashed potatoes and green beans. That's just what comes to my mind.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and
have that
cheese.
for the kids.
Always got to have macaroni and cheese.
Probably have coleslaw with this.
Coleslaw.
Yeah, we're kind of making a meal today that we probably wouldn't eat pasta salad and chicken and dumplings together. But that's the things that people's been requesting from you is chicken and dumplings and that pasta salad.
Okay, let me get my gloves on.
Okie doke.
To this box of chicken broth, we're going to add a stick of butter, and we're going to bring that to a boil. And then I'm going to come over here, and I will start on my dumplings. Okay, I'm going to start on my dumplings. So I've got me some aluminum foil out here with some flour. If you notice, I use canned biscuits. I don't use the flaky ones. I don't know what the...
That one went crazy.
That one's been sitting out a while.
Yeah, we did have it sitting out for a bit, didn't we?
Wow.
It was crazy.
That really
So, what were you saying about flaky layers there, Granny?
Okay, I don't think I've ever used the flaky biscuits in my dumplings. I don't know if that would be something good to use or not. Okay, I'm going to sprinkle some salt right in there.
Yeah. That's a trick Granny told me. She said you always got to salt and pepper your dumplings.
Yeah. Pepper is the key thing to me on dumplings.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still watching our broth over here, getting it to a boil. So it's okay. Now I'm taking my biscuit and I'm just laying it down in that salt and pepper. And the flour, you want to make sure you've got some flour on that biscuit because that is what's going to help thicken your broth up. Now I came across just making a pot of dumplings a few weeks ago. My husband had some dental work and he was having to eat just soft stuff. So I was thinking I could go to Cracker Barrel and get him some dumplings because at our Cracker Barrel you can just get a bowl of dumplings. You don't have to get the chicken.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle the chicken. So
even that little shredded up chicken
even
was
the
really
little
hurt
shredded
his gums, wasn't it?
Yeah. So but now
I was looking at you. Let's see what you're doing.
he's come along pretty good. So
yeah.
But anyway, I just thought, well, I've got stuff in there to make dumplings. So I just went in there and made him just a pot of dumplings. And this is how I done it with the chicken broth and the butter. And of course the canned biscuits.
And it got a lot of flavor in it too.
Yeah.
To not have the meat, but he did have the chicken broth. That was a
Yeah.
little nutrient for him.
And something we were talking about earlier, you can get a double noodle Campbell's soup that doesn't have the chicken in it. That is just noodles and broth. So he ate a lot of that.
So all our friends who are looking forward to dental procedures, hit Granny up if you need some ideas. And we didn't talk about it, but Granny did not cut those dumplings. She just tore them. She flattened them out really flat, tore them with her fingers.
Yeah.
So they're just in little shreds.
Now, did I say I'm not a neat cook? Okay, so we've got our broth boiling. Okay, turn the heat up. We're about on medium, aren't we?
Yeah, looks like about medium.
Okay, a good boil. It's very important to bring it to a boil. And then I'm just going to start dropping these. Number one, you don't ever stir dumplings.
That's a good tip because people that have never made them before, that's the first thing I'd do.
Nope. Now, if you notice, they went underneath that broth. That's what you want.
They'll float back up when they're ready.
They will.
It's fun. They're already beginning to float up.
Yeah. The first dumplings I ever tried making, I ended up with a pot of glue. Yeah, see how they're popping up?
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
You just want to take your fork and kind of just dab them under, because that's how they're cooking. But anyway, I was cooking those dumplings, and I'd turn around and I'd look down there and I'd think, well, that dumpling's dissolved. And I did. I just ended up with a big pot of glue.
Was it because you stirred them?
I think it was, and I wasn't keeping my broth hot.
Yeah.
Hot enough to cook them. And that broth looks darker today than what I normally use.
Well, I noticed you used an organic. I was looking over here to see what this was. Free-range chicken stock. Stock. It's not broth.
What?
Stock is a little bit more
Is it richer?
stockier, I guess.
Okay.
The stock is richer.
We're going to have some big puffy,
Yeah.
but we like big puffies.
Yeah, we like our dumplings like that.
And like I said, you will not get enough black pepper on them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making a mess, Momma.
I don't care. Have you seen me cook? Did a little Googling over here. I just always thought that chicken stock was like, had the meat on the bones. And so it made it richer. But apparently it has something to do with the cartilage in it too. Like the cartilage is in there and it's not in there when you're making broth. Also, also with broth, it said something like it has herbs and stuff added to it. So I don't know.
It looked richer.
It does. It
I'm
looks
going to
delicious.
that down a little bit.
I got no problem. I just use stock and broth interchangeably, whatever I have. Granny said chicken and dumplings is not something that you can like walk off and leave like a pot of soup. You're constantly having to like monitor that temperature and keep it boiling, right?
Right.
Turn it up and turn it down.
Yeah, you want to keep it boiling. And just make sure your dumplings are dabbed under that broth.
Dab for us. Remember
I'm gabbing.
when the kids used to do that? I remember that. Dad. We're old.
Yeah. Okay, now I did used to roll out these canned biscuits and cut them with a knife. And then one day I said, what the heck? And I just started doing this because you still get the same dumpling.
And that was like a can of Grands. They weren't Pillsbury. They were Kroger brand. And it's 8 biscuits in there. And we're going to use all 8 of them, right?
Well, we've got how many
Got
more?
3 left.
3 left.
What
Yeah,
you think?
because those dumplings will go down.
I mean, it's going to be a pot. It's going to
Yeah.
be a real pot of dumplings.
Okay, we're going to go back and use probably another half of a box of chicken broth.
About 16 ounces, 2 more cups.
Yeah, probably.
I believe that's what's left in that. I used a couple of cups for something, maybe a chicken chili or something. I don't even remember what I used that for.
Okay, let's get that back up there. What should we make a big mess here?
What you make us a pot of glue today?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awful?
That would be terrible.
Come on.
There they come. I hear them coming back up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been in the refrigerator, so it was cold.
Okay, now have we got the canned chicken?
Yes, I drained it off a little bit.
Okay. Melanie's grandmother, or Mama, she would have boiled her a whole big chicken to start with to make these dumplings and got her broth.
Her broth would have been off that chicken and everything.
Right.
Or a
And-
squirrel. She made squirrel and
she made-
dumplings.
Yeah, she also ate squirrel brains. And I remember me and your daddy was dating and she was eating some there one night for supper and she was trying to get me to eat some. I said, I just don't think I could do that. But anyway, and that's how most people would do it.
Oh, our cake's
Our
ready.
cake is done.
Okay, let me grab our cake. You can grab it out. Oh my gosh, my glasses are steaming up.
Yeah.
Wow, it has filled, and I mean, it has filled this pan to the top.
Yes. Now we've got to worry about getting that pudding mixture on top.
Yeah,
That's going to be a lot of cake.
it looks jiggly. Is it supposed to look kind of
Yeah,
jiggly?
Your cheese is going to be soft.
Okay.
Let's cut us off a corner.
Get you a little bit of a closer. Should we cut a corner off?
No, not yet.
Look at that. Is that what Falon's look like?
Yeah, hers look more chocolate on top.
Can't wait. Okay, back to dumplings.
So we're still just knocking those biscuits down underneath the broth, letting them cook. And now I'm turning that down to low, and we'll just let them cook on like that. We've added the canned chicken to it. And now we're going to add this can of cream. The thing about Mama Willie's dumplings was she cooked the whole chicken, and you had the bones, and sometimes she didn't bone that chicken. And you just got the bone out as you ate it.
That's just how people ate, though. Like you cooked what you had, what you grew and raised and stuff like that. That's kind of how you did it. Now, you could just use chicken breast. I mean, you could just cook chicken breast and do like that. I hate this can opener. Let me go here. This can opener is getting worn out. If you see this linked in my Amazon store, this one's from Pampered Chef. But if you see it linked in there before I can remove it, don't buy one of these. It ain't been nothing but heartache here recently. I don't know if it's just got worn out because I've had it for years. But it's supposed to be nice because it cuts around the edges, but it won't catch all the places. You have to like get it caught and then do it backwards. I hate it. There you go, Granny.
Okay. Now, I've turned the heat down, and I'm going to add that can of cream to it. Just evaporated milk. We're going to stir that in. Not really stir, we're just letting it soak in. Okay.
Sorry, the camera girl was over there washing her hands. She has added, 12-ounce can of evaporated milk.
Okay. So that is it for the dumplings.
They look really good and rich, don't they?
They do.
Show me that broth. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
And too, when we have this, we have cornbread with our dumplings.
Oh my gosh, Granny, you raised me. I was just standing here when you were doing that. I was thinking, man, cornbread crumbled down in that is so good. Let's double carb dumplings and cornbread together.
Oh, okay, and then we'll just let them finish cooking.
Just put the lid on it and let it set.
Yeah.
Of course, our chicken's already cooked, so you know everything in there's done. We're just.
And like I said, you don't even have to add that chicken to it. If you want to make a pot of dumplings, just let it be.
Just pretend like you're down at the Cracker Barrel.
That's right.
Yeah. Granny's been all gloved up for us today. Just been keeping it real here. Granny had a little taste, and she gave it a little bit more salt and pepper. She got me a spoon out so I could taste some. Big old stir. Man, this looks good. Today, I hope you've enjoyed. We've kind of just almost done an uncut, like cook with me type video. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Ooh, about burnt my finger. We're talkers. I had somebody in the comments, not a regular commenter, but somebody who just found me. Look at that steam coming off there. Our only comment on that video was, "Woman, you can talk." She said, "Woman, you talk too much." That's what she said. So maybe we talk too much, but get your own channel. It can be silent if you want it to be. Oh gosh, Granny, that's good. That's so good. Let's let them get all done up.
That was pretty quick.
I put a big bunch out here in this little bowl. I thought it would just be easier for you to see everything that's in here. This has been in the fridge for a good little while. Let's give it a taste. Perfect. I can't wait. What are we having with this tomorrow for dinner, Granny? With our pasta salad?
We're going to have some roast.
Yummy. Roast, green beans, potatoes, salad, carrots. Yes. Delicious. You guys are going to love this. Let's get Granny trying a bite of her dumplings. They're so good, Granny.
Good broth.
It is. It's so rich. I think the stock is the way to go.
It's really good.
That is good, isn't it?
It's good.
I think the stock just made it like so much richer. That is definitely the way to go.
It would be a good medicine for a sick person.
That's right. It's good for what else, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Cold. You've always heard chicken soup.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
That's good for you right there. Good stuff. Now you can see we did cut us a corner out of here because I don't know what happened. Maybe we didn't have enough love in our cake. Our chocolate layer didn't come to the top. We're going to have more of a, I don't know, a chocolate love swirl cake. I don't know why it didn't flip like that. We've still got layers in places, but anyhow, we're just going to finish it off, and I'm sure it'll still be good.
Okay, here goes the topping.
And I don't think I said, we did test it. It was very good. I don't think I said that part about us testing it. The cake and the cheesecake part was delicious. So that's a lot to go on the top, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
But it'll just make it that much better.
Mm.
And we will fill in this hole right here for me and you have been sampling. So whoever gets this corner piece is going to be surprised.
They'll just have mousse.
Yeah. They'll wonder where that cake is.
Yeah. And I'm back here eating chicken and dumplings. They're delicious. Had to eat today. Eating dumplings in the bathroom.
Well, this wasn't too long of a day.
No, we got it knocked out.
Look, Falon, what we have. It's the Italian love cake. And I think you're right. I think it's good.
I know it's going to be good. I just wish we knew what we did to ours. Maybe we did say that our ricotta cheese had been sitting out a while, so maybe it got too warm. I don't know.
But that's okay.
Yep, it'll still be good. We'll eat. I feel sure of it.
Thanks for the recipe.
Cover that cake once you icing it with your pudding. You want to let it sit in the fridge at least 4 hours, preferably overnight. And I want you to look. We did get some layers. Our little corner wasn't layered up, but on throughout this cake, it is layered up. And honey, this thing is delicious. If you enjoyed this day in the kitchen with Granny, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and come back next week. Granny will be here again to share a wonderful recipe and help me launch a new segment on my channel. And friends, I need your help with it. In the meantime, if you want to see my mama or my mom and daddy in the kitchen with me, you can watch either one of these videos. Thank you so much for being here, friends. You know I never take the time that you choose to spend with me for granted. I'll see you next time, and until then, I send you love from my kitchen.